Good morning, good people. Oops, a little bit hot, as they say. There we go. Good morning, good people. Today is Wednesday. Yes, here we are, May 28th. Wow, somebody's got a birthday in 3 days. May 28th, 2025. Pretty cool, pretty good. So, but anyway, here we are in southwestern Nevada, in hardscrabble territory, west of Sin City, east of Death Valley, south of Area 51. Right. Oh, there's something on the ground that might have some value. It did a long time ago, but now it's kind of old and dated, but I'm going to fight for the death for it. Why? Because you might want it. And if you might want it, then that means I want it. So we're gonna fight for it. I'm gonna use reputation destruction. If you get it, reputation destruction, character assassination, conniving. I can't be happy for you because I should have gotten it. It should have been mine. But we can learn a lot being in that environment. If we're not that kind of person, we can learn a lot. People don't want to be that way. They just don't know any better. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, here we are, where our goal is to help our students and interested people experience this life. We focus on 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. So when when your head hits the pillow at night, you can say, I was a little bit better physically today, mentally today, emotionally today, and spiritually today. I pushed the ball down the field a little bit in each of those 4 areas today. Boom, you will be doing good. You will be doing good. Whoops. Is my chair higher? Is my back longer? Okay, well, anyway, here we are. We have an interesting show today. I changed the themo-memo. Originally, it was going to be stress bursts, because it turns out little bits of bursts of stress are actually good for us in many ways. That's down below in the Darren Hardy little section on our worksheet where the magic happens. I'm back to, nobody cares, but I'm back to this because I'm out of this temporarily, but it's been shipped. I have an extra packet for Miss Trinkle wherever she is. Good morning, what not a bevy. Glad to see you're here. Makes my day to see you here. This is going to be a short one today, Wednesday, volunteer breakfast day. But more than that, or in addition to that, today is the day I take my final CHW exam, my examo. And yeah, so that's good. Now, what not a bevy? Did you have an opportunity to read the 1-page summary? I think I might have sent you the table of contents as well. Okay, let's go to the worksheet because time is racing. The themo-memo of today is no matter what happens, I will do good. So that's a Jordan Peterson one. We've had it before. It's been, I think it's in our notes on our web, on our worksheet. I think we've got, I think we have it down as one of the, if we don't, there it is. Jordan Peterson, I will do good. Yeah, it's on our worksheet. So it's a regular one, but it's so compelling and watching him, listening to him do it. So again, it's down below. There's a little link. It's about 1 minute explaining the thing of no matter what happens to me, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the unfairness that befalls me, I will do good. I will do good. And if you think of that in terms of our life is actually incredibly short. We think it's a long time. It's nothing. It's the width on the hair of your head versus a 7.84 mile walk. It's nothing. So whatever bad things befall us, they're nothing. Keep moving forward, keep moving through it. And whatnot, Betty, not yet. Can we call later? Yes. I will read it prior. Good. I will call you at, well, I'll call you Sophie or Fof, but I will call you just after 7 o'clock because I'm going to be on the go. Because what? Because I got to get to the volunteer breakfast. I got to get it set up. And then I got to return home for my 8 o'clock. Shirley. Well, I'm not going to call you Shirley. Your name is Sophie. Why would I call you Shirley? Weird things in the water in Fort Jacks, I guess. Whatever. Holding on by our fingertips. Okay, so no matter what, I will do good. No matter what the injustice, no matter what the unfairness, no matter what the negativity thrown at me, I will do good. Ba-boom ba. All right, so that's the theme of today. What else do we have on the hit parade? I talked about Darren Hardy, stress bursts, little periods of stress, activate the system, energize it. Go into that. Today is kind of, this is probably my favorite TED Talk today. This is what? Week two, day 3 in our neuroscience oriented approach to success. So week 2, inside my skull-sized kingdom, the world revolves around me. I want to make an agreement with somebody to get something done, and I'm free to change what I commit to. I'm free to say A and do B. It's okay. The world revolves around me. That is our disposition. That's everybody's disposition. It's not that person's. That's how we all look at it. When you say things like, it's cold, meaning what? It's cold to me. I'm hungry. Yeah. How do you get from here to there? Well, I start with where I am. The center of my universe is where I am. So everything, we are designed such that everything is relative to us. That's the normal state. The default setting, as David Foster Wallace would say, that's our default setting. Everything revolves around me. I am the master of my skull-sized kingdom. I went to iron sharpens iron last night. Frankly, very, very, very painful, but that's good. That's good. Getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. And while I was there, we don't have time for that. It's 10 minutes in, almost 10 minutes in already. So this is my favorite, one of my favorite days, the reticular activating system. It is such an important piece of our brain that most of us don't know about. We think it's something else. For example, a what do they call a vision board, right? What's a vision board? What not a bevy? You create a vision board. And we think that if we take the time, cut things out of a magazine, do whatever, create a vision board, we look at it every day, that there's some magic or the law of attraction. or prayer, or magic spells, or talismans, or whatever, whatever, whatever. And those were good and are good beliefs. It's good to believe in stuff like that. Shrine. It's good to do that. However, now that we have science that's good enough to see what's actually happening in the brain, we've discovered this piece of our brain at the top of the brainstem, the reticular activating system that basically acts like a filter, blocks things out that are not important to us, and is constantly scanning all information available to us to support our beliefs. So constantly scanning means it's always on. For example, your name is something that's important to you. Why? Because when you were a little kid, your mother told you, or whoever, this is your name, and if I call your name, you need to come to me. Don't make me go looking for you. If I call your name, respond. Come over where I am. So our names become very important. So what happens is you're in a room with people, somebody comes in behind you, you don't know they're there, and they say your name loud enough for your ears to hear it, you will hear it in real time. Not like, wait, did I hear somebody say my name a minute ago? No, in real time, you will hear your name. Why? Because your reticular activating system is scanning all information to support our beliefs. If you have a belief that something smells good, anytime there's enough of that scent near you, let's say it's cinnamon and butter, warm cinnamon and butter, like on a cinnamon roll. If you smell that, your body will automatically react. Or it could be something that smells bad. For me, that would be like liver and onion. That's my immediate gag response when I smell liver and onion. Things. Our reticular activation system. So what's the point? How can we use the reticular activating system to help us figure out the two basic questions, which are, who am I and why do I behave the way I do? Well, part of the TED Talk from Mark Dawes is our self-identity is made up of our self-beliefs. That's it. And the beliefs are things that we feel comfortable with. In other words, in that going around, here's how it works. Going around that, we start with a belief. There's a stimulus that triggers the release of neurotransmitters. The transmitters affect our feelings, or not our feelings, our behavior. Our behavior affects the outcome, and the outcome tends to support our beliefs. So our self-identity is made up of things that, events that occur. We have a belief, might be a kind of a really not strong, the opposite of strong belief, a very loose belief, like sand in your hands type of belief. We start with things like that. Somebody says this, and then it gets tested out, something happens, and then the outcome is this, and oh yeah, that was right. And then it happens over and over and over and over again, and the belief tends to get really, really strong and rigid. So Mark Dawes says we're just made up of our self-beliefs. If you think you are bad at maths, you'll be bad at maths. If you think you can't type, you won't be able to type. Now, a lot of these things are relative, right? You can't type compared to who? Maybe you can type 65 words a minute, but you're trying to hit 100, and it's like, I just can't do it. Okay, well, you actually know how to type. So anyway, big thing of today, reticular activating system, this part of our brain. So we have to learn to prime, what they call priming the RAS. Vision boards prime the RAS. Praying primes the RAS. The law of attraction primes the RAS. Buddhism, boom, primes the RAS. They all program, condition our reticular activating system to identify, no, not to identify, to lock in on beliefs. And the more we think about the belief, the more refined it gets in to our reticular activating system. So that means the less information I need to have will attract my attention. It doesn't need to be bam in your face. Oh, I didn't even notice that till it was right in my face. No, I noticed it when it was 10 blocks away, when I could barely see it out of the corner of my eye, or I could barely hear it, or I could barely smell it. My reticular activating system was so honed in on what I wanted that any amount of information that was available to me, bam, locked on, heading towards that thing. And that's how it is. So people that have, say, an alcohol problem, a drinking problem, that's how they are with alcohol. The slightest little logo that looks like a logo for alcohol, a bottle that's the shape of alcohol, something that smells like alcohol, anything like that, boom, triggers the RAS, release of dopamine, release of neurotransmitters, and now what's the behavior that follows that? I need to get a drink. And then we'll program that, we'll change that to be no. When that feeling occurs, I need to call a sponsor, I need to go to a meeting. Okay, anyway, reticular activating system, incredibly important. It's as important as neurons and neurotransmitters. That's why we only focus on 3 parts of the brain inside our skull size kingdom. The 3 parts, the minimal things that we need to do to be able to answer the questions, who am I and why do I behave the way I do? Reticular activating system. Okay, well, I've done 30 minutes on the 20 minutes on the Peloton so far, just stretching and arms and light weights. I have a little bit more to do. Got to leave here in 14 minutes to get to the volunteers breakfast, which everyone is welcome to attend. And well, one page summary, what not a bevy, on my project. And yeah, so hope all is well. Peace out. No matter what happens, I will do good.